Hi Virgo, welcome to your July 2021 astrological forecast. The big news for you is the law of planets, okay? Venus and Mars will be moving into your sign, but it doesn't happen until the end of the month, towards the end of the month, okay? Until that time, though, you have, right now, there's the sun in Cancer up until the 21st. Mercury moves into Cancer on the 11th. And there's a new moon in Cancer on the 9th. And where you have Cancer in your chart is your 11th house of friends and acquaintances and any kind of organization that you belong to. It's your most sociable house. It's the places where you would go to hang out. If you're not going out in person, maybe you're socializing online and social media. It's also your house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. Now, Mercury is still in Gemini up till like the 10th. And where you have Gemini in your chart is your 10th house of your career, your outer persona, your public persona, how you're known by reputation, professionally and personally. Having Mercury here means that you may possibly, you yourself could be in contact with like higher ups in whatever career that you're in, wherever it is that you work. Maybe you are doing some kind of public speaking or doing something publicly that people are talking about or just there to view. You could be doing, I don't know, something like the written word even, okay? But the 10th house is the house of career, so you could really even just be putting out feelers as far as that goes into trying to like get another position or a promotion of some kind, possibly in your current position. And even if you don't work at all or you're retired, you're still in the spotlight for some reason or other with Mercury here. Even just those 10 days, it's been here like last month and a month before when the sun was in Gemini. So, planets have already really been here. Now that they're in your 11th house, and this new moon on the 9th, looks like there's some kind of a breakthrough, I'd have to say. And 11th house is also the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So it could be some kind of goal that you've been trying to reach, and maybe you just didn't have the right people to help you get there. Maybe now you're meeting new people, even maybe joining some kind of organization that is there to do this very thing, to help you achieve some kind of goal that you were after. So, it could be something like that, or you could just attend some kind of event with your friends, or, do something like socially that stands out. Not just like for the rest of the month, but something you'll think back to and think, oh, that was a lot of fun, I'd like to do that again, or I'm glad I went to that, or attend something or other that you are able to see your old friends but also make new ones at the same time. Having Mercury here in your 11th house does make you really want to communicate a lot more with your friends or even acquaintances. Maybe you would like to get to know acquaintances a lot better, or you would like to catch up with a lot of friends that maybe haven't been in touch with lately. So could be something also, just really going on with that. The sun actually moves into Leo on the 22nd, and Venus is here up until let's see here, the 20th. Then on the 21st, Venus moves into Virgo, into your sign, okay? And let's see here, Mercury moves into Leo on the 27th. So where you have Leo in your chart is your 12th house of confidences and secrets and actions taken by you or anyone else behind the scenes. It's the house of dreams and your subconscious mind. The house of charity, all kinds of things. It's one of the psychic houses also. But this is one of those times when planets are here. It's a time when you spend time on yourself and by yourself. but it's for you. It's something that you want to do. You are trying to do something, or are interested in a subject that only requires you, not someone else to be with you to share in it. So it's something that you could do only by yourself. And a lot of times you're pretty active with something like this. However, when Mercury enters this area, I call this the great investigator. Okay, when you do a little bit of prying even behind the scenes, or just asking an awful lot of questions, even if it is like your friends, you're quizzing your friends maybe about another person, or about a subject, or something that it is that you need to know. Okay, now there's a full moon in Aquarius on the 23rd, and where you have Aquarius in your chart is your 6th house. It's directly across from your 12th house of Leo. Okay, so your 6th house is the workplace, your co-workers, the kind of work that you do. It's also your house of health and house of service, and quite a few other things, but I'd have to say that this has something to do with work. Okay, so the full moon in the workplace means that something's going down there, obviously, you know, but it could be something that you already knew was coming. It was a secret. Maybe somebody let you in on it. There could be some kind of big changes going on there. Maybe people are quitting, or new hires are coming in, or there's a different schedule, or something different going on in the workplace. But the planet Saturn has been in Aquarius for a while now. Okay, so having Saturn in your 6th house kind of makes the people that you work with kind of hard to get along with. There's always somebody there that's trying to stop you from getting ahead, or getting credit that actually is yours. They're not just that way with you, they're more like that probably with everybody. Okay, now Jupiter and Saturn were traveling together here in Aquarius, but Jupiter just briefly moved into Pisces for like the past 2 months or so, and now it's moving back into Aquarius on the 28th. Okay, so while Jupiter was away from here, your 6th house, though, you got to experience what it's like to just have Saturn here. A lot of times, though, too, people discover that wherever it is that they work, or the kind of work that they're actually doing, literally makes them sick, makes them ill. Okay, sometimes your health acts up at this time, and but it gets better when you leave the workplace, or you put down the work that you do. You know, and it's not psychosomatic either. It's actually a physical thing. There could be the air quality, or anything could be in the actual workplace. Not to mention the virus. Okay, we still got a virus around us, and maybe wherever it is that you may work doesn't take precautions, or you know, they just can't be bothered with whatever, protecting their employees. Okay, if you're self-employed, same thing. You may have to deal with clients or customers that I don't know, expect you to do stuff that puts you in risk in some way. That's another thing. No matter what it is, even if you don't work anywhere and you're retired or something like that, don't be doing stuff that you wouldn't normally do, like climbing ladders. You know, don't go up on the roof of your house, or help, you know, your friend move into another place, you know, and you're gonna haul all this furniture and all this crap, and end up getting hurt, because that's what Saturn kind of does here. It makes you pay attention to your health, and you might do something that like makes you, for a special reason, have to pay attention to your health because you get hurt. You hurt yourself or something. But a lot of times it's because you got hurt at work. So I would really watch that whole workman's comp kind of thing. If you are physically in the workplace, don't ever do anything that you wouldn't normally do that belongs to a maintenance person or something or other, you know, or using machinery you're not even familiar with that could be dangerous, whatever. So around that full moon, again, like I said, there's something possibly going on in the workplace that you may have already known about, or it's a secret. It's still a secret, you know, but you know about it, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to do with you. It could actually be just your company or somebody that you work with. So, let's see here. Venus does move into your first house on the 21st, and Mars moves here on the 29th. So you've got Venus and Mars traveling in your first house. They're the love planets. They're, Venus brings people to you, or good times even. People just seem to compliment you a lot more. Okay, I always tell people when Venus is in your sign or Venus is in your first house, you can practically do no wrong. You're far more appealing than you are at any other time. If you need a favor, now is the time to ask for it, especially if you have to ask someone who is usually uncooperative or hard to approach even, or hard to even talk to. Okay, so lots of compliments though at this time, and lots of people wanting to do things for you. They could even give you an early birthday gift, okay? But having Mars in your first house does make you kind of aggressive in going after whatever it is that's personally important to you. So Mars isn't in our sign very often, like every other year practically. So it's about that time where you have to start tweaking your life and seeing what's working and what isn't. And this is usually when you make changes or make some kinds of adjustments, even if it's with people. Okay, so Mars is an aggressive ego planet, and at this time you really won't put up with a lot of stuff that maybe you would at another time. But that's why it's not like just totally out of the blue you feel like you're acting irrational or something like that. That's why Mars is in your sign. It's there to help you make these corrections. A lot of times people take you for granted. They expect you to always be there. And excuse me, they expect you to be a certain way. And maybe you are, maybe you're not. Maybe you didn't want to be that way in the first place. They just always kind of pigeonholed you in to that category or something, but maybe that's not really you. So Mars, like I said, is the ego planet. This is a time where you want credit where credit is due you. Okay, and you want acknowledgement, and even if it's just for something, you know, just for being yourself, just for being a good person, for crying out loud, or being someone's friend, you know. So these two planets, though, they are the romance planets, so there's always that possibility too. Venus will soften the blow of any kind of, let's say, aggression that you might do from the Mars, having Mars in your first house at the same time. So I don't think you'll appear to be very aggressive. You're just going after what you want, you know, and it's not unreasonable, okay? So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Virgo on the 13th, 14th, and 15th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Pisces, and those dates are the 26th and 27th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. The best time for money is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 15th, 16th, 17th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for your career is the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 30th, and 31st. So I hope you enjoyed your astrological forecast for July. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Check out my weekly forecast, and check out the Ask Me a Question section in the description below. There's also a link there to my website if you would like to have your personal chart done. See you next week. Goodbye.